In 2025, director James Gunn brought Superman back to the big screen in a film that marks a completely fresh start for the DC cinematic universe, far from the darkness and pessimism that dominated previous films like Man of Steel. Gunn wanted to return the Man of Steel to his true comic book roots, a hero overflowing with hope, humanity, and warmth, a symbol of good in a world that desperately needs it. In a barren polar wasteland, Superman lies gravely wounded, his blood spilling onto the pure snow. Has the end come for the man who cannot be defeated? Suddenly, Krypto, the loyal superdog, bursts onto the scene with legendary strength, dragging his master across the ice, in a desperate race against death itself. Inside the hidden Fortress of Solitude, Superman begins a slow recovery, drawing strength from memories of Krypton. But he knows the real threat awaits him in Metropolis. The Man of Steel returns to the city, soaring in full glory. But does he realize a brilliant and cunning enemy is lurking in the shadows? In the bustle of the Daily Planet, fearless journalist Lois Lane meets shy Clark Kent, and an instant spark ignites. But what if this quiet man harbors the greatest secret in the universe? At the top of LexCorp Tower, the arrogant genius Lex Luthor sits, crafting a diabolical plan to take down the superhuman he sees as an existential threat. He reveals a secret weapon targeting Superman's one weakness. Can any force stop this human madness? A sudden catastrophe strikes Metropolis, a massive fire swallowing buildings and trapping the innocent. Who will come to save them? Superman surges forward like lightning, rescuing lives with power beyond imagination, reminding the world why he is the eternal symbol of hope. Lois senses Clark is hiding something enormous, drawing closer to him. Will she uncover the truth before the danger destroys her? But an intimate moment brings them together, interrupted by the sound of evil creeping into the city. Lex builds an alliance of criminal minds, turning his hatred into terrifying reality. He unveils a glowing Kryptonite shield capable of turning Superman's strength into fatal weakness. Has the hour of his fall arrived? Krypto stays by his master's side, a companion sharing powers and blind loyalty. In a critical moment, he detects the danger and saves Superman, proving heroism comes in unexpected forms. A mechanical monster called the Engineer destroys the city, turning streets into a technological war zone. Superman clashes with it in a fierce battle, facing metallic death with raw power. But is strength alone enough? Lois dives into a dangerous investigation of Lex's empire, driven by growing suspicions. She uncovers damning evidence, but it makes her a direct target. Will she pay the price before Superman knows? Metamorphose sows chaos, changing shape and deceiving everyone in a deadly game. Superman relies on his intellect to shatter the illusion in a conflict testing mind before body. Lex steps into the open, mocking Superman with cold arrogance. Is this just the beginning of the real war? From the sky descends Hawkgirl, joining the fight and forming a surprising alliance. Mr. Terrific arrives with his smart tools, tipping the scales in a massive assault on the city. Lex plays his dirtiest card, ordering Lois's kidnapping to lure Superman into the trap. Lois faces mortal danger, and Superman races against time to save his love. Lex unleashes his giant monster, enhanced with glowing green kryptonite, threatening to wipe Metropolis off the map. An epic battle erupts, and the heroes unite for the first time, but is unity enough? Gardner joins with his green ring, adding unbreakable will to the team. But the kryptonite gnaws at Superman, bringing him to his knees before everyone. Has the era of the Man of Steel ended? The heroes form a human shield, fighting valiantly to protect their fallen champion. Lois, with intelligence and courage, sneaks in and disables the heart of the kryptonite operation. She succeeds in the final moment, restoring Superman's power and changing the course of fate. Superman rises like a phoenix, launching a final earth-shaking attack, crushing the monster completely. In the ruins of LexCorp, Superman faces his enemy face to face, exposing the conspiracy to the world. Lex is delivered to justice defeated, and truth triumphs at last. The heroes bid each other farewell, eyes full of respect, and the Justice League emblem glows on the horizon, heralding a new era. Superman returns to Lois, confessing his love without masks or secrets. Under Metropolis's bright sky, a passionate kiss seals a love story that defied the impossible. The city rises from the ashes, and people celebrate the return of true hope. Superman soars high, an eternal symbol of justice, but this is only the beginning. James Gunn succeeded in his mission. He brought Superman back to audiences' hearts as an inspiring, positive hero, paving the way for the Justice League, with greater threats waiting in the darkness. Superman will always remain the eternal flame of hope, and the epic is far from over.